Hello and welcome to another episode of Careers Bistro, the show that complements the Careers Hub publication on a Friday in the Algemene Zeitung, Republikein, and Namibian Sun. My name is Irene Marie van der Walt and I'll be your host for today. So this week we are visiting the Gondwana, or rather the Gondwana collection of Namibia is visiting us. Jana Burger, the head of human resources for the Gondwana collection of Namibia, joins us in studio today. And then we also have some career motivation from the profiles that we featured in our publication this week, as well as a look at Buto Trading, our company profile for the week. But it doesn't end there. We also have some highlights from our Careers virtual experience, otherwise known as Careers VX, from last year. So stick with us. We have a lot to show you this week. Welcome back to Careers Bistro. My name is Irene Marie van der Walt, and next to me here in her lovely little striped number is Jana Burger, the Group HR Manager for Gondwana Collection Namibia. That's a mouthful. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. Thank you, Irene, for the invite, and thank you for having me today.
It's fantastic to have you here. So, Jana, tell us a little bit about how you ended up at the Gondwana Collection.
So about 6 years ago, give or take, I was still working in Cape Town. The Gondwana Collection posted an advert for a senior HR manager position. I applied, and in April 2016 I joined the group. So haven't looked back, and it's been a ride. It's been fun.
Yeah. So why make the move to Namibia? You say you were working in Cape Town, and that cross-border move is quite a big one. Why make the move across the border to Namibia?
Well, in heart, soul, and all other things, I am a Namibian. I grew up here. I went to school here. Studied in South Africa, and then started my career in South Africa. Did an internship, worked in various industries, and as they do say, we all find our way back home. And yes, it was time to come back home, and the opportunity presented itself, and it was a no-brainer for me in terms of just packing up my life and coming back home.
That seems to be a trend among Namibians, is that they kind of venture to South Africa and then they go, that's not for me. So tell me a little bit, what do you enjoy about your work in human resources?
It would be strange to not say the people, but I do enjoy the people. And I love how dynamic an environment HR, or as we call it, people team is, because it's not just the traditional old school administrative side of it. We have fun. We travel obviously a lot with being in tourism and our properties and lodges being so remote, but it's the people that bring that joy, and it's the people that bring our values and the Gondwana way to our guests, and what makes the company so vibrant. So I just love it, and as I said, I love the dynamics of a people team. I love that it is always changing, it is always moving forward. It's not a stagnant or boring, for lack of a better environment. And I love it. I love that challenge. I love that continuous movement.
I'm very glad that you said people, because just yesterday I was thinking that people are the one thing that tourists remember about Namibia. So I'm glad that Gondwana is confident enough to say that the people in our company are our greatest asset, because they put the face of Namibia forward. So I'm glad that you didn't say, oh, okay, we get to travel a lot, because because then I would have been like, oh goodness, are you representing us properly? But it's good to know you are. So tell me a little bit, why do you think working for the Gondwana collection is different from other places that you've worked before?
I think firstly the industry itself. Prior industries have been either in manufacturing or corporate finance, and then for a long time in the auditing industry, which are all very, very structured and corporate companies. And even though Gondwana is a big collection, we, again, just over 1,000 employees, it is corporate, I think, only a name. We have a very relaxed style, we have a very relaxed atmosphere, and I think there really is an open door policy. We move in and out of each other's spaces, and we're constantly looking for the new, what's next. We don't like standing still. We don't like the constraints of corporate or of a very constrained environment. We like being able and being flexible, being able to adapt to the different things life throws at us. And by being in this environment, we also challenge each other and make sure that we're constantly moving forward and we're constantly checking ourselves, checking in with each other. And as I said, that flexibility around what is expected, what is required. I mean, I don't think to this I have a job description, which is actually quite fun because you get to move and you get to move forward and you get to try out different things. And as one of our directors says, let's try new things, and if you fail fast and we move on. So people have your back. We have an incredibly dynamic team that we work with, and it really is just it's a very, very fun environment. So
obviously everybody wants to enjoy their work, everybody wants to enjoy the environment they work in, the people they work with, but with that comes a lot of change. I could hope for you, coming from this incredibly structured box 1, box 2, box 3 environment in the corporate world to Gondwana Collection, where you are encouraged to paint in the box and color in the box. What kind of growth have you experienced in your time at Gondwana?
I think mostly, probably as you said, is to actually think outside of those lines and when you're encouraged to draw outside of the lines and draw a completely new picture. And it does take a little bit of encouragement. It takes courage. But again, if you have a team that you trust and a team that you know that has your back, it becomes very easy, and it becomes almost boring to not challenge the daily and to not try new things. So I think for me it's also been a revelation. I think it's been very freeing. Maybe that very, very structured corporate environment, that wasn't necessarily my natural space, where I do enjoy that freedom, the creativity of creating a team, creating new, and as you said, drawing outside of the lines and challenging the norm. So it's been very freeing. It's been, and it's a growth path. I think you need a lot of maturity and a lot of patience, because sometimes you want to move really fast and others aren't there, and other times others are 10 steps ahead and you kind of catching up to.
Wait for me, I have little legs.
That, and I still have a structured mind and a structured approach, so let me catch up. So yes, it's challenging, but it's also very rewarding.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us today, Jana. That was Jana Burger, the Group HR Manager for the Gondwana Collection Namibia.
Thank you for having me.
So by the magic of television, I was able to change into something cozier very, very quickly. No, I'm kidding. Since the time of recording that interview, the impression that Jana Burger has left on me has not disgraced me yet. So hopefully what's not going to disgrace you soon is some career motivation, because we can all do with some motivation.
My naam is Emma Moting, gebore in Suide, naby Beerse wat is Trekkynagas. I'm a plus lady, kom van farm af, direct van de koop. Net gekom om werk te kom soek, aangezien my man kan nie bekostig om vir my skool te betaal. En daai tyd het ons standaards gehad. En die standaard wat ek gehad het, was standaard 7. Hoe sê ek lent krijg? Standaard 7, grade 9. So het ek windhoek toe gekom as 'n jong vroutjie om werk te kom. En toe het ek huiswerk gekry. En toe het ek, maar die geld wat ek verdien het was baie min. Ek kan nie eens vir my sorg nie, ek kan nie eens vir my kinders sorg nie. So het ek inderdaad op 'n dag gedink om broodjies te verkoop. Die tijd was wel een feesta. Die winkel wat daar aan de kant was waar ons die brood gekoop het. En ek het nie eens geweten hoe my besigheid te begin nie. Maar ek het hier kom geleer om te begin. Sonder kapitaal. Die kapitaal wat ek gehad het was $450. En toe moes ek strakken. Eers leer hoe om besigheid te maak. Dis soos vandag se mense, vandag begin jy met die besigheid. Môre jy besluit jy los die besigheid en jy maak nie profiet. Besigheid word eers geleer. Dan moet jy eers leer hoe leer ken wat soek jou customers. Wat is jou customers belange? So het ek hier kom beland langs United House. Prime Minister's office in the corner of Windhoek. And now,
sê nou, hoekom, okay, om my nou vertel van hoekom, hoe lang om my verkoop?
Ek verkoop nou hier so 26 jaar. En ek kan nie sê ek het die sukses gemaak in my besigheid. Ek het baie groot sukses met die broodjies gemaak.
I feel motivated. Don't you feel motivated? I think we should keep the motivation going because there is one person who motivates me a lot, and that is Marcus van der Merwe, the CEO of Wuto Trading. So remember to grab your copy of the Careers Hub publication inside the Republikein, Namibian Sun and Allgemeine Zeitung out today to learn more about Wuto Trading and hear some comment from Marcus van der Merwe himself on his company. So without further ado, let's go have a look at Wuto Trading.
From the blues of the Atlantic to the reds of the world's oldest desert, Namibia is known for her dramatic landscapes, natural wonders, and diverse wildlife. Amidst the stark beauty is a thriving economy, well-developed infrastructure, and a gateway to international trade. Proudly contributing since 1979 to this growing economy is Wuto Trading. We warehouse, distribute, sell, merchandise, and promote the world's leading brands across a wide range of categories to thousands of stores throughout the country. As a valued member of the CA&S Group, we offer 4 key services. Through demand management, we maximize every opportunity for your brand. Our highly skilled sales team, with their exceptional local knowledge and relationships, are active partners in your brand's strategic planning and execution. Our in-store activations and promotions put your brands in the right place to the right consumer. And we continually analyze category information and buying patterns, keeping your brand relevant. World-class warehousing and storage ensures your brands are ready for market. Our spacious 12,000 square meter warehouse features both ambient and chilled storage, with multiple picking methods in one facility. Your merchandise is safely housed with extensive CCTV coverage, and we conveniently transship through strategically placed facilities across the country. Our distribution and fulfillment service ensures you immediately benefit from our scale, reach, and infrastructure. Our three-pillar operating model makes use of our own fleet, as well as the large fleets and depots of contracted third-party service providers. This countrywide footprint allows us to deliver on time, every time, to all towns in Namibia. We cover a wide variety of markets, from formal to informal, including retail and wholesale, forecourts and hospitality. And our innovative cash van system offers direct distribution to the informal market. Our integration services combines the latest technology with market insights. Through Mac Mobile, our field force can access sales, stock, and finances on one central platform. We utilize multiple business management systems that are at the forefront of logistics technology, ensuring efficiency and accuracy. Clients have on-demand access to reporting, with online dashboards for market intelligence and decision-making. These four key services are only made possible by the hard work and dedication of our staff, seamlessly operating across 4 locations. By living out our core values, they're at the heart of delivering to our valued customers, clients, and communities. Because at Vuto, we believe that what we do is so much more than logistics. We believe we have a responsibility to do good, making a real difference in our country. Just as the Namibian sands continually shift, our way of doing business must always evolve. Let us help you shift into new markets, technologies, and opportunities.
If there's one thing that'll never change, it's the fact that things are always changing. So this week we attended the Full IR, that stands for Industrial Revolution Conference in the capital city of Windhoek. So have a look at what we discovered, as well as a sneak peek at some other news that you can find in the Careers Hub publication.
Good day, I'm Lovisa Emmanuel. I'm from the Innovation and Technology Development Department in the National Commission of Research, Science and Technology. So we are here today at the 4th Industrial Revolution Conference / Expo. Yes, today here we're just sharing with the Namibian public about our programs that are related to the 4th Industrial Revolution, and we know very much that infrastructure is one of them. If Namibia does not have adequate infrastructure or relevant and appropriate that are ready to take on this 4th IR technology, then we again are going to be left behind. So what NCRST has done in 2016 already, 2016 we have carried out an infrastructure survey. Now these are infrastructures that are related to research and innovation, really just to see what are the gaps in the research infrastructure, and if there are gaps, how can NCRST fill those gaps with now the coordination mandate that we are given by the government of Namibia. So that is why we are here. We have now seen where the gaps are. We just want now to connect so that through this connection we are better equipped to serve the Namibian nation with the relevant and the right types of research facilities that will be able to run the technologies that is in the required for the 4th Industrial Revolution in Namibia. Thank you.
Decisions, decisions. If there's one thing we can safely say is that there is a lot going on in the job market of 2022. And the same goes for 2021. So if you need help making your career decisions, and maybe if you need a career change, you can definitely check out our Careers virtual experience, so that is Careers VX, for those of you who may have tuned in before, on the 12th of August, where we will be featuring a range of careers, as we did last year. So speaking of last year's Careers VX, let's refresh your memory. It's always a wonderful time here on Careers Hub. I always get so motivated to go put in the work and put in the hours at work, put my back into it. So I think it's time for me to go put my back into work. And then we'll see you again next week.